CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
But no. Hey, what's up, y'all? The hate is real. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. The hate is real because, for one, it's not even about being shadow banned. A lot of people, I take that back. The hate is real. And plus, I haven't hit up my old stomping grounds. I can't even lie. I haven't even hit up my old stomping grounds, so I can't even say that. I need to go to Industry Hoax page and comment on one of his latest videos, but I ain't doing that. I'm not clout chasing. I don't care about it. I should, but I don't, because I don't know, yo. Like, I feel like that's created from them as well. You know what I'm saying? Being a clout chaser and excuse me, doing anything for the masses to get their appeal. But if the masses are dumb, you know what I mean, and they're easily manipulated and controlled, why would I join that game? And if people are like, oh, it's just a big game, and okay, my nigga, I'm like the fucking patsy of the whole thing. Talking about the American Negro, like, why the fuck would I participate in a game like that? That don't make no fucking sense. So the reason I'm saying all we had to do is follow the train. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna watch a skit from In Living Color called "Who's on" or "Jews on First." Now, this is from an old I forgot them dudes' names. But the Honeymooners. If anybody knows about them, Morton and one of these days, Alice, one of these, wham, ready, okay. They came up with a skit years ago. It's very old. It's called "Who's on First." All right, well, In Living Color bumped it up and created one called "Jews on First." But here's the thing. It's Al Sharpton and Louis Farrakhan. Now, I want you to keep that in mind. Let's just watch the skit first. Let's listen.
Minister Farrakhan, I'm certainly looking forward to the game today.
Well, Al Sharpton, the regular manager of the baseball team, is sick today, and the owner wants you to fill in. And it's important that you become familiar with all the players' names, especially since some of them are a little strange.
Oh, I'm down.
That's right, I'm down at 6, so you'll be taking his place.
Say what?
Say what's over in right field.
So who's on first?
No Jews on first.
Says who?
The owner, Whitey.
Whitey's on the team?
That's right. With Jews on first, the man on second, Mr. Charlie is shortstop, and it's a conspiracy at third.
Now, wait a minute. Who's at...
It's a conspiracy at third. Keep that shit in y'all heads. All right, let's keep going.
shortstop?
Mr. Charlie.
But now, isn't that a conspiracy?
No, a conspiracy's at third.
So then who's at first?
No Jews on first.
Preach on.
So, Mr. Charlie is shortstop. Keep that in mind, too. Keep going.
Preach on his pitch.
Say what, my brother?
Say what's right field, my brother is catching.
So, now, my brother's catching right on. So where's the conspiracy? Preach on.
No, right on is in left field. A conspiracy's at third, and my brother is catching. Preach on.
Preach on.
That's right, preach on.
Amen.
Is playing center field.
Say what?
In right field.
Say preach on.
Preach on is pitching to my brother.
So, Jews on first.
Preach on is pitching to my brother. Now, keep that in mind, because that's what y'all been dealing with your whole life. A lot of gospel, a lot of gossip. You know what I'm saying? It's not God spelled. No. It's gossip. a lot of whining and bitching and shit and getting in your emotions like you did as a kid. We're gonna go to McDonald's. We're gonna go to McDonald's. We're gonna go to McDonald's. And remember, oh, we can't go to McDonald's. Oh my God. Okay, same thing. You going to hell. Oh my God. God love you. Oh, God love McDonald's. All right, keep on.
I'm down.
I thought you said he was old manager.
No, I'm just saying I'm down.
I'm down what?
No, Jews on first.
So, Jews on first, the man is at second, Mr. Charlie is the shortstop, and then it's a conspiracy.
Amen, my brother.
Center field and catcher.
Say what?
Amen and right on. Now that takes care of the outfield.
Right on and amen.
So, where is the conspiracy?
Between my brother and the man.
According to who?
Whitey and Jews. See, this is all the work of Whiteys and Jews.
Now, I understand Whiteys, but why the Jews?
Because Jews is also captain.
Over my brother?
Right on.
And amen and preach on, my brother. This is more confusing than the Tawada Brawley trial.
Which was fake. The reason I wanted to show this skit is because, like, in the end of the day, at the end of the day,
CJ, all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
now the reason
All
I'm
we had
telling
to
you
do
this,
was follow the damn train, CJ.
the reason I'm telling you guys this is because he said Mr. Charlie is shortstop. Okay. Anybody who doesn't know who Mr. Charlie is, and you go, oh, it's a white person. No. Mr. Charlie is Mr. Cooper on the train that Malcolm X was working on. And everybody was like, yes, sir, we'll be out there in a minute, sir. Yeah, no problem, sir. Oh, yeah, it's coming, Mr. Charlie. The name's Cooper. Cooper, damn it. They're like, oh, why you say that, dude? Dad, Mr. Cooper is good. White folks, boy, you just ignorant. That is why Mr. Charlie is shortstop. Because it's a shortstop while you're on this mission to finding the real. You get a job. So you're going to run into Mr. Charlie at shortstop. Okay, but who's on first? Jews on first. Why? Why would it be Jews on first? And think about where I'm going with this conversation because we're about to go there. Jews on first. Okay. We live in America. America, or the United States of America, should I say. And in the United States of America, we have colleges and universities. And inside these universities are these Greek fraternities. Now, here's the kicker. The predominant or the dominant religion here is Christianity, but Christianity is an offshoot of Judaism. Okay. He said Whiteys and Jews. This is all the work of Whiteys and Jews. All right. What Whitey is he talking about? He talking about pale face, you took my land. Remember, he got these motherfuckers on these reservations. When you're reservated, that means you're secluded to something. When you get reservations to a restaurant, they know exactly where they're pitting you. Okay? And you usually don't get to pick where you're at in your reservation unless you're picking it. Like, yo, I'm reserving this for this. All right. Well, these Native Americans, they didn't get to reserve shit. They were put there. By who? It's the white man. They got casinos. See, even if you want to say they didn't give them all to everybody, okay, but they still gave them to certain Native Americans. What is a Native American? What can a Native be on status? White. What about a Hindu? White. What about certain Spaniards? White. East Africans? White. Everybody knows Ethiopian is just as racist as white person. Unless it's a female and she cool, maybe y'all work together or something. But it's like, try to talk to an Ethiopian on the streets, and you know exactly who they are. Don't talk to you. Who else don't talk to you? The Jew. You see them small hats and them yarmulkes all the time. Motherfuckers don't talk to you. They walk right past your ass. Same thing as white, right? The white guy, right? This is all the work of Whiteys and Jews. Why? because I have a question to ask. This is on some scientific science. Some real questions just to ask. It's just a question to ask. When was all the HBCUs founded? Majority of HBCUs originated from 1865 to 1900, with the greatest number of HBCUs started with the greatest number of HBCUs started. Why do they say started? Starting in 1867. My stupid. Anyway, 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, Alabama State University, Barbara Scottca College, Fayetteville, I think I said that right. State University, Howard University, Johnson C, whatever. Okay, they're saying that, you know, from 1865 to 1900. All right, now look, this is where it gets interesting. I doubled down on the question. The original question is, when was all the HBCUs founded? Okay, I doubled down on the question because they have another question that they're automatically putting up. Which HBCU was founded first? Shaw in the South was established in North Carolina. This is what they're saying is the first one or the oldest one. This is what they're saying. Okay. Now we all know that they're found in the South, and we know from 1865 to the 1900s. See, in 2 years, Negroes in America had built like 6-7 colleges. You don't want to say 6, 7, 4, or 5. In 2 years. Remember, we had 50 towns, all different types of stuff. In 2 years, we made about 4 or 5 universities. So, for one, in that sense,
follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Because, see, they try to make it out like all we could do is dance. All niggas could do is dance and bojangle and rap and be stupid. But no, in 2 years of after being a slave, supposedly for hundreds of years, I'm telling you, you guys were sharecroppers. But they want to say you were beat, hung, your balls castrated, all that stuff. Okay, cool. Because they're still in those stories from the Arabs and what they were doing. But whatever. They probably did cut a dig off or two, chop some titties off. You know, you got to make this shit seem like it's real. So a couple people had to get it. But at the end of the day, in 2 years. So people in the ghetto, you know, it's a lie about you being stupid. No, you're just uneducated. What does that mean? You can be educated in cooking, playing a guitar. It's like education is just education. All right. So they obviously took you away from real masonry, which is physical building, works. All right. So let's leave it at this. They originated from 1865, 1900s. Greatest number of them was created in 1867. These are the first HBCUs, and the first one that was founded was in 1865. Because remember, they just said it. The majority of HBCUs originated from 1865 to 1900s. All right, 1865, Shaw, South Carolina. Okay. Now, here's the problem. Because on this page, you're not going to get dumb. You're going to get smart. That's what this whole page is about. This page is, I mean, I appreciate whatever it cuts, and I appreciate people coming back. You know what I'm saying? I see Doom Squad here. I see King Lime. Yo, what's up, brothers? I just told you, the original HBCU started in 1865. With Shaw in North Carolina being the first school. University. And that was 1865. Okay, the problem comes in when the Boule is starting in the South with all those HBCUs in 1865. But see, it's all in what you're typing in. It's all in what you're asking. Colleges, universities, you know what I mean? Because, you know, um, this is what they made. You know what I'm saying? They made Barber College, Howard University. So what they did, okay? So what is this? What is Cheyney University of Pennsylvania? On February 25th, 1837, Cheyney University of Pennsylvania became the nation's first historically black college and university, HBCU. But wait a minute, I thought they started in 1865. I'm asking these questions because why would that be that way? Why are they not telling you about this first college? Why not? Why are you hidden behind the Southern Boule colleges? Why don't you know about this one in Pennsylvania? There's a guy by the name of Dan Calloway, and he brought up the fact that there's two different courts. There's two different Supreme Courts. There's one in D.C., and then there's one in Philadelphia that they don't talk about. Philadelphia is the oldest one, and there's a lot of other records in there. Let's say it like that they don't talk about. This is about to get good, but there's other records in there that they don't talk about, and I think it's because they didn't want us to follow
the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
That's all we were supposed to do. We were supposed to see these bastards a mile away because they're kind of easily spotted. Let's look up something real quick. Now, remember, you guys, I just read it for you because people would talk about Google Scholarship. No, it's not really about Google Scholarship. We can push into these, links, and we can read. I have no problem with that. And actually, that's kind of what we're going to do. Where are we at? Because for some reason, I don't believe that the original first black college, I don't believe that they had Greek fraternities. Excuse me, they do now. Now they do, but I don't believe that school actually had how did I get there? Hold on. Where are you at? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. For 30 years, I'm just going to read this real quick. 1890 to 1920, new fraternity chapters opened at Penn nearly every year. By 1928, the university was home of 56 fraternities and 17 sororities. In this 1920 photo, members of the Delta Upsilon fraternity posed outside their clubhouse. Okay, now look, that's Penn State. I'm not talking about that. I just wanted to read that off. Where's the Wikipedia, man? Where's Wikipedia about it? Don't run. Don't run. They got it on my phone. But oh, never mind. There's don't run. Don't run. This is so weird. Why would in the 1920s, that's what it said. Let's make sure that's correct. Because it couldn't be in the 1800s. Hell no. Okay. It started in 1890. That's fine. Because look at this. And from 1890 to 1920, they're doing all these fraternities and sororities. Shit, our first college don't start until 1937. So these motherfuckers have been counseled and lodged out. Keep that in mind. Why did they dunk off this university? Why are they not talking about this? These Pan-African spellcasters, they've been bragging about black colleges and you don't care about your people and the Negro College Fund and yada 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 and Stepper and where's my Kappas and whatever the fuck these motherfuckers be doing. Okay, they've been talking all that shit only. And they're talking about in 1865 when y'all was set free. But this is weird. Before you're free, you guys already have a university. You already have one. At the same time, Harriet Tubman is on the Underground Railroad. And the same times that Josiah Hansen is basically creating the Underground Railroad and getting away. There's a university already. Now, why would I bring that up? This is the thing. Why would I bring that up? Now, they're going to throw it to Africa like they always do. That's just how they have to do it. And then the weird thing is they made it out of the Melrose Cottage. You know what I'm saying? They made this school out of it at his house. Now that motherfucker was built in 1805. But here's where the interesting part comes in. They can call it African all they want. That's code language. We already know what that is. So the African Institute was founded by Richard Humphreys, a Quaker philanthropist who bequeathed. I guess he equipped, like, you know what I'm saying? He had money, $10,000. You know what I'm saying? The accumulation to like $271,433 in 2021 money. Now, here's the funny thing. It's equivalent to that. Why would it be 33 in there? See, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying, I told you that's a mirror number. Sometimes it can mean a good thing or a bad thing. Okay, this is a good omen because why was it a Quaker philanthropist? Why would it be him? You know what I'm saying? Born on a plantation in Tortola. I think that's how you say it, Tortola. Oh shit, here we go again. They doing it again. They doing that Prince Hall shit again. Born on a plantation in Tortola, an island in the British West Indies, Humphreys came to Philadelphia in 1764. Many Quakers were abolitionists, and he became concerned about the struggles of free people of color to make a living and gain education in a discriminatory society. Now, let's leave it at that. Why? Why am I going here? Because I've already made the video about Josiah Hansen and what George Washington said. What is the story that they say he said back in the day? He was mad because some of his slaves had got away. But who helped them out? And what road did they take that eventually became the Underground Railroad? The Quakers. The Quakers had the road the whole time. That's the shit. This is why they're not talking about this. This is why they dumped us off in the South and gave us no wisdom. If you notice, the North won. Always think symbolically. Always think symbolically. Heat rises. Back in the day, sun temples, Ra, they worship the sun. Okay, because the rising effect, motherfuckers think because it's hot. And no, bitch. Oh, we could see. No, bitch. It's rising up. It rises up. This is the view of it every day. It looks like it's rising up. You know what I'm saying? The moon just appeared. The moon ain't never rose up on you a day in your life. It just appears. It's just there. Sometimes you see the moon in the fucking daytime. You're like, what the fuck is that nigga doing out? No. The sun rises, though. The sun rises up. Okay, Fahrenheit, Celsius. Okay, the North is red because of Fahrenheit, not because of what you guys think. You guys think some old racist dumb shit. No. The Archangel Michael is red. There's an old depiction of Christ, Archangel Michael, and the devil is all blue. Why? Because it's sad, it's lonely, it's depressed. That's what blue actually means. You know what I'm saying? People talk about the water and the sky, but it's like you've never took water and put it in a cup out of the ocean, nigga, and it was blue. You've never done that. You've never took water out of a lake, wherever you're getting it from. It doesn't matter what the perception is. These are your eyes. You're looking at it like that. But that doesn't mean that's what it is. Water's always clear. It's always clear. Doesn't matter where it's at. Oh, no, it's a reflection from the sun. No. We really don't know what it is. It actually just could be our mind, our eyes fucking with us, because dogs don't even have color. They can't even see or color. So it's like, you never know. You never know really the true reason that is. It could be a mirror reflect off just the eyes. You know what I'm saying? It could just be something that the eyes do. But like I said, go to the ocean and pour some water in the cup. I guarantee you that motherfucker's not going to be blue in the cup. But the water looks blue. I know. So weird. So I'm getting on that level of information basically to say, I know, maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you're going to steal my shit and try to make a video out of it. I don't know. But what I'm saying is it's pretty damn obvious why they only talk about the Southern HBCUs, and they claim that it started out in 1965 after Black people got free from slavery. But there's already a Black university in Philadelphia in 1937, the same time that they're giving you this fucking Harriet Tubman slave story, which we're not saying Dan Calloway's right or wrong. We're saying on this page, I believe her story is ripped off of Josiah Hansen, the dude that they played out as Uncle Tom and made a fake narrative of a true story. Excuse me, calling somebody a sellout that not only got him and his family free from slavery, but came back and set free 200 more people and got his brother free. Something's not adding up. That story's too glorious. Of course, they wouldn't tell it. I understand, but wait a minute. So is this story. Why wouldn't they tell that the Quakers and Blacks have been doing business? And what is the science in that? If they don't believe in the denominational views of the Bible, but they read it and they respect it, then were they allegorical scientists too? Were they out here really with the esoteric knowledge? You know, like it makes sense. You know what I mean? People can talk the shit that they want. I'd say that the Quakers did us bad. I don't really know. I can't say that. I can't say that everybody was doing us dirty, because the chessboard is white and black. And before these groups, these fraternities came out, they said 1890. 1890 to 1820 is when these fraternities start really popping up. So it's like, hold up. Masonry go back way farther than that. And people had knowledge way back in slavery days. Like I said, they talking about 1890. I'm talking about 1837. The story of Josiah Henson is in 1830. So George Washington is banging on people about his slaves running off. This is the narrative that they're pitching. But who was helping them, and who gave them this Underground Railroad that people are calling the Underground Railroad? This is why they say it was founded by a white man. This is true. You can look it up. The Underground Railroad is not on Harriet Tubman, because Harriet Tubman is a fictional character, because that is something Rose or Minty Moses. Minty Rose or Minty Moses. That is who that is, because there is no Harriet Tubman until she gets up north. She got to first get there. Okay, that's the whole point. I'm setting slaves free. Okay, her first revolt, them people that she got free, they didn't know any Harriet Tubman. That's who she came back as. Yeah, they gave her a name, but now all of a sudden there's this black woman being able to set people free and all that. Man, shut up. Like, it don't even sound right. It don't even sound right because it don't even go down today. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, historically, man, I'm not reading any of your mumbo jumbo. I'm showing you why I don't care about that crap. I don't care about none of the history lessons that they taught, because it could all be felonious. It could all be just crap. Because why aren't you telling people about the true first university, the true first college? Why is nobody talking about this? The true first Negro university. Why not? Because the Quakers helped it out. But why didn't you know that? See, you can tell a lot of us is from a different breed. Like, some of us is, you know, them fools out here, you know, saying, wasting time, messing it up for people, you know, arguing because people don't do it their way, or do it this way, or do it that way. I personally don't give a damn. I'm wondering why I'm always snapping on y'all historically. Fuck the likes, fuck the numbers. I'm wondering why I'm always historically snapping on y'all. Why am I always doing that? People cannot catch up to me at all. None of them. No. These niggas cannot catch up. You know what? But what they should have did was,
all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. All we had to do was follow the damn train,
that's all
CJ.
I'm trying to figure out. Why didn't they do that? Why didn't you just get on board with what somebody is trying to provide you? You ain't got to fight and argue with me. There's no reason to beef. I don't have beef with nobody. I'm just mad at people slowing my people up. I can't wait till me and my brother link up and do the switch of the shirts part 2. You know what I'm saying? The redux on the MLK assassination. I got so much work to do. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of work to do. I need to hit up Industry Hoax and get this flat earth, round earth video popping too. We've been supposed to be doing that. But so you give it to me. You tell me, you want to run it back again? We can run it back again. You know, we can get comfortable now. We can get comfortable now. You know what? Fuck that. Let's go. We can get comfortable now. And go back to the, you know, because I just gave you this. Something you ain't never seen in your life. Nobody ain't never seen that because I ain't heard not a person talk about it. Not one. And it got an Indian name. Shiny. So, when was all the first HBCUs? I mean, when was all the first, or when was all the HBCUs founded? The majority of the HBCUs originated from 1865 to 1900. Hold up, bro. Why are they doing that? And why is that the main statement of people? Most people will say, oh yeah, we started in the South and we got free. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we built all these universities and they hung us. That's funny. They hung y'all, they pillaged y'all, fucked y'all all up, but for some reason they ain't touched none of your universities. They all still there. That's a weird one. That's kind of weird. All through the 50s, all through the 60s, all through the 70s, none of these things got knocked down. None of them. Even 4 little girls got bombed in a fucking church. Dog, none of these colleges got knocked down. All right, whatever. 1865, huh? 1865, huh? Okay. The majority of HBCUs originated from 1865 to 1900, with the greatest number of HBCUs starting in 1867. 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, you got Alabama, you got Barber, you got Fannieville, you got Howard, you got Johnson. 1865, 1900. 1865 to 1900. Huh? Okay. So what is this? Now look, remember, this is where it's at. You're not getting this anywhere else. Everybody else is playing with you. Nobody wants to get to the point. Nobody does. Let's go back. Just, prove my point. Let's go back real quick. Shawnee University of Pennsylvania on February 25th, 1837. Shawnee University of Pennsylvania became the nation's first historical black college and university. HBCU. Wait a minute. We were just told that it started in the South with Alabama and Barber and Code Veronica, J-Hack, Callahan. It sounds like police calls. Wait a minute. Who's on first? Who's on first? I mean, y'all tell me at the end of the day, bro. Like, is it me? Am I driven? I know I ain't driven. I know I'm not, because I'm listening to this shit. I'm listening to it, and I'm understanding exactly what's going on, and I'm like, yo, bro, it's some real sinister shit. You know what I'm saying? Some old evil shit that they did. It's pretty fucking weird. And I'm just wondering, why would they do that with information? Why would they do that? Why would they tell you in 1865 to 1900s is when all the HBCUs originated? And they're like, yo, in 2 years, after the Emancipation Proclamation, see, that's 1865, you have to do history. You have to do the numbers. They act like everybody's stupid or something, and a lot of people are, because they just listen to music and they just jack off in their one life. And it's like, dog, if you're really getting played in your one life, really getting played from both sides, both colors, black and white, why would they do that? And then I'm like, yo, it's the chessboard, it's masonry, dog. And they're like, no, that stuff is hocus pocus, it's not real. And it's like, bro, you've been fantasizing on a fucking fairy tale friend your half your life. And I'm telling you that they really pick one of these people every maybe 10, 20 years, I don't know. But it's like they pick somebody to run the whole world, bro. It's a God. God is a title. They keep slipping. Christ is information. God is thought, higher thought. Why would that be? Because it's something that can physically be done. All right. So historically, they physically fucked us off. All right. And now we're walking around in this world, this real world, and this history is really known. And you're wondering why people play you and they fucking look at you funny. And sometimes you wonder, like, if they think they're wondering what you're thinking. Like, you look at people, you're like, why is somebody like he's suspicious of me or something? Like, see, like you're gonna do a crime. No. They're wondering, do you know? That's the scary part. And the more you sag your pants, the more stupid you act. Then they don't trip at all. They won't try to stop you. They call the police. Let them. Yes. They're asleep. Yes. More violence. More guns. Yes. Get each other. Please. But if you just go to the archives, you read, you understand you have purpose in life. You really do. As a melanated American, you really have purpose. You really do. Because there's so many different fucking lies that they told. And so much programming that they're making going on right now that's not even real. You be like, yo, this is sinister shit, man. Yeah, yes, it is. And guess what? You're a good guy. Actually, you're the good guys. Like you the good people, you're supposed to be winning, but you're also the easiest to get fooled. And the easiest to get played dumb, and that's why you play the role so well. You know, you don't get it. You think it's celebritism and fame. No, it's a monkey on the stage. Either way, whether it's sports, dancing, or entertainment with singing and acting, still a monkey on the stage. And don't get it confused. There's people that are casting the show. If I told you that most of your favorite white actors in Hollywood actually are Jews that took on European names, would you believe me? Well, I have news for you. I don't care if you do or you don't. I heard them say it. I've heard you say it. There's so much knowledge. I've been around for so long. It's like so many little tapes I done heard. You know what I'm saying? The rabbi talking about cooking the children meat and putting in the McDonald's sausages. Bro, I've heard so much in this one life. So much shit. We like, oh, you talking about Finkelstein? So much shit. It's just ridiculous. Like, just sad situation. But oh, remember that other rabbi just got caught recently? Like, he has some body parts. Like, then he had some organs and stuff. It had like 90 grand stashed in an Apple Jacks cereal box. Like, yo. Well, you know, like me. Like, I'm like, no, son, nah, they hit off Shiny. They hit off Shiny. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how you say it. How do you pronounce that shit correctly? You know what I'm saying? I want to say that shit all the way right. I'm tired of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm saying it right, but I don't know. Like, how you say that shit, bro? Let's look this up, man. Cheney? Oh, like Cheney? Oh, that's crazy though. They don't even spell Cheney like see? That's how you know that's an Indian word. That's an Indian word. Like, bro, they don't even spell it like y'all do. When y'all talk about Cheney, wasn't that somebody in the fucking Senate and shit? Yeah, I believe so. But it's like he didn't spell it like that. He didn't spell his name like that. But okay, Cheney. There you go. So 1937. No, sorry, 1837. No. I said it right the second time. 1837. Wow. So if the first lie HBUs started in 1865 after the Emancipation Proclamation, or at least 2 years they started booming, but the first one was made in 1865. Okay, and this is in 1837. All right, we got to give it 10 years already. 37. Okay. 65, shit. It's an 8 plus another 3. Dog. Wow. Like, are you serious? Like, are you serious? For 18 years, bro, there's been a college already out. It's already been out. And they're talking about the first HBCUs for black people to go to school and all that was in 1865 after they got free. I said in 1837. And the Quakers put the money up for it. So why, here's a question. Why doesn't Rob Bourne know this? Why doesn't Shaka Amo know this? Like, why doesn't Brother Jabari know this? Why doesn't any of these dudes that claim to be so wise, even Polo, because I seen the fight boss said so. He was like, everybody pseudo except me. And I'm like, oh, that's just some bragging shit. But then I really started to think about it. I'm like, is he kind of correct? is everybody pseudo as hell? Because it's like there's certain stuff that just everybody should be bringing up. I don't personally believe that. There's a lot of good information out there. I'll be honest. There's a lot of people that got some bars. And I go, you know, both sides. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just you know what I'm saying, like Dan Calloway and Aboriginal Power, and because there's a lot of sidebars too. You know what I'm saying? The Wild Indian, the fucking all them types of people, Phoenix Moon, shit. There's so many different people on different points to the same subject. Let's say it like that. But mine is just, I don't know. No, I'm a little more flavored than people. Like, it's a little more seasoning in mine because it's like I'm trying to show you how the Boule thing shows itself. Excuse me. Y'all want me to do a video about Al Sharpton being a Fed? Remember, I put him in the beginning of the video, or at least the in living color version, and I told you. See, you know what I'm saying? Farrakhan been around for a long time, and he's main bases in Chicago, and people always brag about that. Oh, you can't touch the nation with dog. You know how many Negroes is getting slaughtered in Chicago? Rape, murdered, all types of shit. Looks like he's a handler to me. Be honest with you, Barack and Oprah came from that city. Look like some handlers to me. Look like y'all ain't going nowhere. It don't matter if you don't eat the pork. You still killing yourself, so you might as well be eating the swine because you're acting like swine. So I don't see how the knowledge is there. Okay, but then you have Al Sharpton. Y'all didn't know he was a Fed. Here's the weird thing. They got a video, and this shit was from HBO Boxing back in the day. This is about like 82, 83 on my life. This is so fucking crazy. And the Mafia dude was involved. Michael Francisci. I forgot how you say his name. But he was involved, and he was basically saying it like, but everybody knew. They had put Al Sharpton and Don King in a conspiracy case of laundering drugs for money. You know, the boxing shit and mafia and promotions and all. And Don King denied it off the jump. He was like, oh, I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? And he legally, liably won because he squeaky clean. He cleaned his tracks very well. Very shit. It's the Don. Shit. You think he would take that name for no reason? You got to think. Al Sharpton, on the other hand, they got him on videotape, like in '83, doing drug deals for like $300,000 worth of coke, back in like '83. And y'all like, well, shit, well, he was a hustler then, turning foreman. Whether it was on the mafia or not, that's a dirty player in the game. So when you look at the Tawani Brawley case and Bensonhurst and all that, okay, you can see the foolery in it. Why? Talk show time. People doing it for the cameras. Same thing he doing today. Oh, they choked and murdered him on the train. And come on, bro. About like 8 months ago, a black dude just shot up one of the train. Remember, he even tried to run up the stairs. His ass was showing. He was embarrassed as fuck. I keep it real with my listeners. So, you add it up. Why did they talk about it? Why did they talk about the Cheney University back in 1837? Because that's going to fuck up Roots. That's going to mess up the Nat Turner stories. That's going to mess up a damn show, the Harriet Tubman joints. Color Purple. All that shit's fucked up because they like, well, wait a minute. How is that? They're supposed to be slaves. Don't get free till 1865. Well, y'all should have asked yourself a question. Why was there a free supposed African named Prince Hall back in like 1700s, 1775 shit? Oh, but that's the Masons. They don't want to talk about that. But I do. And that's why I brought up he's from Barbados. He's not even from Africa. I don't care if his shirt says African. His shirt could say fucking, my name's fucking Omar Epps. It doesn't mean that you're really fucking Omar Epps. And that's the problem with people. Like, they see a picture, a drawing out of all things. You're not even getting a real picture of these people. You know what I'm saying? Well, who got a real picture of any of the, well, you got one at Lincoln, but who got a real picture of George Washington? Nobody. You got this fucking fairy tale character and shit because people be like George Washington and all that shit. And it's like, bruh, I'm just saying that it's code language. Because for some reason, he would be sporting the pyramid on his dollar. And these niggas only got 200 pyramids in Africa. Like 300. There's 2,000 pyramids over here. The most pyramids on Earth are in the Western Hemisphere. They're in the America. It's not America. Oh, it's two continents. Shut up. That's what the white boy told me. Excuse me. Darren Strait does not count. Just because you can't walk through it doesn't mean a bird can't fly over it. Motherfucker, if a bird doesn't have to change the fucking ground that he's on, and he can fly and walk on the tree and chilling and shit, he in the same fucking land, the same fucking rock, then that is one continent itself. Motherfuckers talking about they can't get through the Darren Strait, but a gang of fucking Haitians and Colombians and all type of people sneaking over the border, right? Oh, it's a boat. Okay, dummy, then it's one land. Why are you letting this dude lie to you? And I'm not talking about white people today. I'm talking about the historical white dude. Fucking, yeah, right this. White supremacy. Yes, we're better than everybody. Yes, the troglodyte, nigga. Yeah, it's talking about a chimpanzee, but it's like, he the one who's naming it that. You know what I'm saying? Moore's bringing it up, but it's like, nah, bro, he the one who named it that. He came up with, like, you can tell when the white dude is creating his own English. You can tell. Look at all them doctor words. Them long ass words, trying to do long words like the natives in the, like the Aboriginals and the Africans did. But I think everybody did like that. Everybody talking about long words is like, bruh, have you ever heard like Hebrew or Jewish people talk? Okay, spell that shit. Hey, bruh, it be long in the motherfuckers. Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Chazariak. Right? Some long ass names. Okay. Running wind and all that stuff. It's like those are interpretations of what this broken, lost language is. Some people still actually got their stuff. Some people are still researching. Like, there's a lot of studying going on trying to get the Algonquin or the Iroquois language back intact, and people are doing a good job, they say. So eventually you might actually see people being able to talk their, what would you call it, their most primitive language. That's cool. The thing is, they broke a lot of tribes up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. A lot of those woodland Indians are all Algonquin. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, down south, you know what I'm saying? If they claim Mississippian, it's like a lot of them are, but they might even be in Georgia. They might even be in Alabama, but they got their own tribes too. See, it's all been broke up. Just like your history. So who's on first? That's what I'm wondering. Who's on first? Is it the HBCUs and Boulay and the bad Masons? You know what I'm saying? The devil Dixieline Masons. You know what I'm saying? And down south, remember, devil in the blue dress, devil with the blue dress on. The crazy thing is that song came out the same year that Lyndon B. Johnson won. And it was in England. Even they knew the truth. Devil with the blue dress, devil with the blue dress on. Y'all think he talking about a mean girl or something? Somebody gonna play for your money? Nope. Talking about the Democrats. Yep, came through as a beautiful woman, a demon in disguise. Devil with the blue dress on. So you can take that side. You know, do you see the results? You know, all these assassinations, fake. I don't believe them, but whatever. You teach his own. All these, you know, political groups that ended up being what? Dope fiends and gangbangers. Give me one. What do all of them, brother? What do all of these gangs break off from? Either some Muslim shit, some Christian shit, or some revolutionary RBG shit. And what did it end up being? What I just told you. What did these gangs? How are y'all all political and self-righteous, but all y'all do now is show off jewelry and shoot each other? Nobody opened up a warehouse, no business, no nothing, no brewery, no nothing. Niggas love to drink, didn't open a brewery. Ain't that a bitch? Niggas love to shop, didn't create a mall. Ain't that a bitch? Talking about a swap meet. Why the fuck are we doing that? Why? Why can't we just, you know, do it the way that everybody else doing? Big plaza and shit. It's all black owned. Why not? Because that's that way. Or we can go up north, you know, where you supposedly get all this freedom and, you know, these rights that you guys have today that you're using, you know, the actual stuff that you're using, you know, the Constitution that was there is like, or the one that they wrote at the time, okay, stuff you use. Okay, but then on this trail, you get all this knowledge, all this hidden Indian stuff. But then at the same time, you get the hidden Negro American stuff. Who is what? The one that they changed on the census from Negro and colored to black. Okay, then in 68, they changed the Indian period into Native American. But hold up. Before they did that, on the census, the Indian was a Negro and a colored. And everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this, from the high cheekbones to the old statues of dark jet black Indians with red lips. You can't deny symbolism. You know what I'm saying? The symbolism at the time. So you're dealing with the people at that time. So this is the racist white dude, and this is how he's depicting them. Then who were them? And who is this today? Can't deny what I'm telling you, because I'm showing you that if you go up north, you're dealing with 1837. You're dealing with before the Emancipation Proclamation. You're dealing with before Abraham Lincoln's even president. You're dealing with shit. I forgot what president at the time. It was like you're in 1837. Okay. Better yet, you're probably dealing with George Washington and a lot of them type of people at the time. James Adams, and that's funny because he's an abolitionist. So it's like, who knows if either one of these niggas is real? Like the first two presidents, who knows if these niggas is real? Like I can't claim George Washington. I can't. I don't care what nobody say. I can't claim that shit because it's like there's no pictures of the man, and for some reason he's with all this Mason shit. And then you go to the next president and he's on this abolition shit. And then we're digging into the 1830s right now, and there's already a black university in Pennsylvania that nobody's talking about. And there's still slaves. There's people just hitting the Underground Railroad right now. You know what I'm saying? Why there's black people get edified, dignified, solidified. Motherfuckers, Underground Railroad, we got to get out of here. Okay, but where'd they get that from? These edified, dignified, solidified people. But who was their doorway? Quakers. And motherfuckers like, nah, they was teaching them their ways. You can't say that, because who you think's the one that they killed off? Who do you think built all these places? And people like, oh, that was the free slave. I was like, man, you lost your mind. You lost your damn mind. Like, you lost your damn mind. Some of them. Nah. There's a lot of brain work up north. A lot of good stuff came out. But when it collabed and came together, that's when they had to pick that shit off. And that's where we're at now. So you got a choice after watching this video. You can stick with the buffoonery that they gave you with the down south stuff. Or you can honestly say to yourself, well, wow, if there was a true first black university, why didn't they talk about it? Is it because it had a Quaker connection? Doesn't have no Masonship? Is on a whole nother bill. And I'm not saying that either one of them are your best friends. I'm saying at the end of the day, when it comes to certain conversations, it seems like to me, just to me, it would be foolish to not believe that there is more to what I'm talking about with the Cheney University compared to what they're showing you, and you see the results of your people. There has to be a reason that these spellcasters are not telling the truth.